Hi, I'm Lorie Marrero, creator of the Clutter Diet book and online program, and today I'm standing here in my garage where I just installed these great garage shelves, and I thought I would share with you some tips about organizing your garage because it can be one of the most difficult areas to organize in the entire house. Here's why. We talk about clutter being delayed decisions and delayed actions. So what happens is you've got these objects inside the house and you've delayed the decisions about these objects to the point that they've marched themselves out the door into your garage, kind of just waiting around in a clutter cemetery, waiting to die or waiting for you to have some kind of day of reckoning with these things. And by the time you get out here to do that, it is a very difficult decision because you have already not been able to decide this for a while. So there's some reason that it's hard for you. So why not clear the path for those difficult decisions by answering a few questions up front and deciding a few things up front about the project itself to make the whole thing easier so that you can focus on those objects and deciding about them. So I'm going to share with you 3 big things to ask yourself and decide before starting your organizing project in the garage. So first you want to think about your storage. A great question to ask yourself is, do I want shelving or do I want cabinets? In this case, I chose shelving because I wanted to have the adjustability and versatility that shelving provides. These are the ClosetMaid heavy-duty maximum load garage shelving pieces, and I can reconfigure these however I want. I can add shelves, move them around. There are hooks that I can add in anywhere I want, and they're easy to install. So I was able to put this in and then I can change my mind. In a previous house, I had a wall where I really knew where I wanted things to be, and I had a very permanent plan for the garage, and I wanted to put in cabinets. And ClosetMaid has cabinet options too. That can be great because you don't want to see everything out all the time when you're coming and going, and you want to have a nice streamlined look in your garage. Now, if you're going to do shelving, I want to make sure that you get 16-inch shelves whenever possible, because big things like coolers, like I have behind me, or large storage tubs, they usually don't fit very well on a 12-inch shelf and they'll hang over. So 16 inches is a much more comfortable, usable depth for most of your garage needs. You also want to look at how you're using your vertical space, like shelves and cabinets, but also any place that you can fit a hook, any place that you can have any other way to mount something on the wall or the ceiling. So I have these ceiling and wall hooks that you can use. You can hang a bike with these or a ladder. You can hang extension cords with these things. So, think through any available space where you can just add something to be able to use that wall space or ceiling space. The second thing you need to ask yourself is about your time and your resources. So you want to allow plenty of time for a garage project, probably more than you think. You want to allow a time when you don't have any chance for rain either that day or even the next day, because it may take longer than you think, and you might want to have tarps available to have things that you've sorted out into the driveway covered up overnight for at least a little bit of protection if you need to do that. Also, you want to make sure that you have your disposal plan all figured out. Where are you going to donate things? Hopefully to Goodwill. Where are you going to take things if they require junk removal, or do you have a junk removal service come and get them? What day is your garbage pickup usually going to happen, and what things do they do and don't accept? So is it mattresses, things like that they can't take? You might want to find out an alternative for those. So you also want to think through your functions of your garage. So anything that you have as a hobby, like fishing or golf or woodworking, where you might need a workbench for that. Any other kinds of functions, like I have this little car washing center here with my little water hose and my car washing towels. So think about any of those functions and make zones for those functions to happen in your garage. So make those decisions so you'll know what to keep and where to put things back when you're finished. So if you want to find out anything about these great ClosetMaid shelves or the cabinets they have, you can go to ClosetMaid.com. You can also visit Home Depot to see these in person or pick them up. And you can find out more about all of these garage tips that I have on our YouTube channel at clutterdiet.tv. See you next time, and may you always be happy and grateful for having more than enough.